Happy New Year! Here we are in 2020. Actually, you'll be seeing this in 2020, but I'm shooting it on the last day of 2019. But happy 2020, Happy New Year. You know, everybody makes their New Year's resolution to start working out. And this is a video that I shot in Las Vegas when we were on vacation over the summer. And then I shot the wraparound for it a little bit later, but I was still in the boot, and then I was out of the boot, and I didn't want to post it because I didn't want you to worry and think I was in the boot when I wasn't in the boot. But now I'm in, as you know, the cast, and my workout has changed a little bit. Hi there, how are you doing today? Well, a lot of people have asked me about my workout program, and I felt a little weird making a video about working out because I'm not a fitness instructor. I'm not even a fitness enthusiast. I am somebody who works out every day because I need to use my body to earn a living as an actor and a model, and so I have to keep fit, and I do it, but I don't like it. So here is a video of me working out. And another reason I've been hesitant to show you my workout program is because I've been in a boot for a while, and now my podiatrist wants to put me in a cast. So this is sort of a modified exercise program. As a woman who tends to carry their weight in their buttocks and thighs, I have always had a workout program that's very leg centric. But when I hurt my ankle, I couldn't use my legs for anything. In fact, my podiatrist didn't want me doing anything. And I did break the rules sometimes using some equipment, but not for the most part. Really been focusing my workout on upper body strength, which has been interesting for me because, you know, I've always had kind of skinny, wimpy arms, and they're really not good for a whole lot. When I started not being able to exercise my lower body, I went to an all upper body workout, and I'm really kind of pleased that I did. So I want to encourage a lot more women to work out their upper bodies. Now, I have been using the gym at my place of residence, which has worked out really well for me. And I use all the machines. I don't use a lot of free weights. That's another reason why I've held off on doing a video about my working out, because I feel like I want it to be something that you could put on your phone and go, oh, I can take her into the gym with me and I could follow along, I could do these exercises. Or just like work out on your own at home. And I don't do those kinds of exercises. I walk the circuit at the gym. I just like, okay, do this machine, do this machine, do this machine, do this machine. And I do them all at pretty low weights because I'm not trying to bulk up. But I do know that weight resistance is important for keeping bone mass, and that is something I'm very interested in. So I definitely always want to work out with weights, and I want to encourage you, even if you don't have a gym handy in your apartment complex or your home, or you don't want to go to a gym, just get some hand weights and an exercise book and pick it up and do things. I'll try to learn more, and I'll try to create one of those videos at some point. But for today, this is just the workout that I've been doing while my foot is on the fritz. When my foot is not on the fritz, I'm doing a little more lower body, and I'm doing every day a full half hour on the treadmill. This workout is at the gym at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. I had a little more time in the gym that day and had a photographer available, AKA Howard. So, as opposed to our usual daily rush through it so we can get to dinner, we were on vacation, so we got to take a little more time. So Howard was able to take some time out of his workout to shoot me so that I could show you my workout. My form is not stellar. I don't know that anybody should follow my form. Again, not a fitness instructor. I'm just a woman groping my way along, trying to get some exercise in. I like doing lower weights whenever possible. Studies have shown that you can build more strength lifting very slowly with no momentum. And at first it seems easy, but it gets harder and harder, and you can really build a lot of strength doing low weights. 3 sets of 12. You always want to do 3 sets of 8 to 12, and you can do them really, really slowly. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, hold for a moment, and then down, 2, 3, 4. But I gotta tell you, that makes for a long, boring workout. It takes a long time then. So what I end up doing a lot of times is I do most of the exercise at a pretty brisk clip, and then the last 1, 2, or 3 I will do super slow, because then you're teaching your muscles different speeds and different ways of reacting. Just like, when I'm more mobile on my feet, I want to be doing squats that have a jump to it, because you're working muscles in a different way when you're jumping. But for right now, I'm doing things as mellow as I can. It's interesting that every place that you go to work out, the machines are just that little bit different, but they're all basically the same. So don't be intimidated by them. This seated curl was a little different from the way I do my curls at home, but after fumbling for a bit, you get the hang of it. They're pretty basic. Back when I was selling blenders for a living, I kind of messed up my right shoulder a little bit. The tendons in there have some issues with me. So you'll notice in some of these exercises, my right shoulder comes up a lot higher than my left shoulder. That's not good form. That's something I'm still working on. So try to keep your shoulders level. I am still working on trying to keep my shoulders level. Every machine is a little bit different. And this is one that I am unable to fit my legs into at my home gym, but I could at this gym at the hotel. So that was nice to be able to exercise my legs in that way. Though I did find that after a couple of months of not really using it much, I had to go down to a lower weight. And I think it's okay to do a lower weight and just do a few more reps. Just do it a little bit longer. You don't have to compete with anyone but yourself. And I really, really encourage people to try a slow motion workout with no momentum, especially as you come down, because you're still strengthening the legs. You're still strengthening the muscles, moving in very slow motion.
It's pretty easy to see that the shoulder press is not one of my favorite exercises. I do it at the lowest weight, and I do it slowly and carefully because I'm really trying to develop strength in that right shoulder area again. Just take it slow and easy. When I first started working out again, I couldn't do this exercise at all. And I have gradually built up strength to be able to do it at a light weight. I will probably never go up to a higher weight, and I'm fine with that. The leg curl is one of my favorite machines because I am all about lifting that booty up. I noticed in a picture some time ago that my back end had gotten very flat, and I decided that I didn't like the way it looked. So I do a lot of leg curls to really get those booty cheeks lifted up. And it even works fairly well modified with having to have my one leg out over it. It's not ideal, but it'll do for now. The leg press is another machine that I really like for lifting the hiney back up where it belongs. I like to get myself very low, and as I push out, I exhale, and definitely just sort of squeeze your cheeks together as you are reaching that full extension. I try to do 3 sets of 12 on most of the machines. I tend to do 3 sets of 12 on the upper body machines, and then on the lower body machines, I honestly try to do 12, then 14, and then 16, because as I've said, my workout has always been very leg-centric. This exercise, I gotta tell you guys, I don't even know if anybody should be doing it, but I do it every day. Don't know if my form is good. Please don't say, oh, Monique Perrin is doing this, and so I should do it. I started doing this exercise out of sort of desperation when I first got the boot on. I'm like, yeah, now what am I gonna do? My workout has gotten really sort of short and boring. I thought, well, maybe it's a really good time for me to do something where I can lift my legs up towards my face in different ways and really work the lower abdominals, because going through menopause, it's surprising how much belly fat there is. And the only way I know to compensate that is really to get those muscles underneath the abdomen stronger. And by working the lower legs up, you're working those lower abdominal muscles, whereas when you're doing sit-ups, you're working a little higher in the abdominal area. I do sit-ups as well, but they're kind of awkward for me getting up and down right now with the boot. So I'm doing more of these lower body ab exercises. And again, I don't know if my form is something we want to recommend. I'm not sure this is an exercise that I would be recommending to people. I'm sure I have some fitness buffs that will be dropping some comments down below saying you need to do this and this and this, and I will 100% believe you know what you're talking about and that I do not. I'm just winging it. I do like to hold in sort of a plank position for a little while and just sort of really exhaust those muscles. Also bringing in the knees towards my chest and just alternating a little bit side to side to try to work those obliques a little bit more and get a little more definition in towards the waist area.
So in addition to everything you see in the main body of this video that is sort of pieced out together over several months, I just shot my workout today when I was at the gym, because now with this cast, the cast is a little bit more mobile than the boot was. The boot had a big high thing on it and it was kind of wobbly, so I couldn't do any cardio. I couldn't do a treadmill or an elliptical. It just wouldn't let me do it. But now I can still do all of my weights with the cast on my foot, and I can do the treadmill. Now when I do the treadmill, when I am hale and hearty and not having a cast on my ankle, I usually go at a much higher incline at a much higher rate, and I will sporadically jog through it. This is not that video. But I thought this was a good time to encourage people to not look at working out as something you do for the New Year's, but something you do for you for life. And even with my cast, I am walking on the treadmill at a slow rate, at a low incline, but for a good chunk of time. Pretty much what I do is I take my iPad and I find a nice YouTube video and I have really a very enjoyable half hour. So, go take your phone, take your headphones, take your iPad, go to the gym, go get on a treadmill, watch some videos, and get some exercise in. And if you don't have a gym membership, if you're broke, because you know I've been broke a lot in my life, just get out and walk. Just get out and walk around the block. Put on your headphones, listen to some nice music, bundle up if it's cold outside. I just want you to get out there and take care of you this year and every year. Make some new habits. I love you bunches. Happy New Year. Drink more water.